We are going to find out in about 2 weeks' time whether EOMM actually exists or everybody that's been complaining about it is actually not as good as they thought they were in Marvel Rivals and they actually just suck at the game. Because Guan just did an interview where he received a question about EOMM specifically, and he stated that in about 2 weeks' time, the team is going to release a video on matchmaking and how the matchmaking system works.
Matchmaking is a complex system, and we are preparing a video to talk about all the matchmaking things. So stay tuned. Maybe in 2 weeks. Yeah.
I'm personally excited because I have had so many people in my comments, in my videos, telling me that EOMM is real, EOMM is out there, this is what they do. They've done a research study on it, they have a patent, they've referenced all these random sources that don't actually make any sense when you start really looking at the data, and EOMM in its entirety doesn't really make sense once you start looking at how hard it is to scale on the player base that is Marvel Rivals and how many different people are consistently climbing with different win rates and different games and all that kind of stuff on different roles. I mean, we have so many people pretty much proving that EOMM doesn't exist, right? Kingsman is like the guy I go to for the main example because he has time and time again proven that that shit does not exist at all. But in 2 weeks' time, we're going to find out. And I already know what's going to happen is if the dev team comes out and says, this is how matchmaking works, this is what we do to matchmake and get you your opponents, and this is how we do it, people are going to be like, the immediate argument is going to be, well, why would they even tell us if EOMM exists? They could just lie to us. So if that's your argument, at that point, if you are not willing to believe the Marvel Rivals devs and you're not actually willing to believe the video that they put out, if it actually says that EOMM doesn't exist, then at that point, I just think you're looking for an excuse, which I'm going to be honest, which is probably 90% of the player base that directly blames EOMM. You're just looking for an excuse for the reason you lost the game, when most likely you just didn't play as well as you could. And sometimes, yes, you do roll bad teammates. That's how it works. But I always tell people in any competitive games, the 30-30-40 rule. 30% of games, you are most likely to win regardless of what you do. 30% of games, you are most likely to lose regardless of what you do. But 40% of those games, you are the direct factor in whether you win or lose those games. Your performance directly influences whether you win or lose those last 40% of games that I talked about. So that's what you truly be focusing on, getting better, reviewing your games, and seeing where you can improve, not blaming this mythical creature that is EOMM.